Yo, this right here is a shutdown you never expected. In your wildest dreams, did you never foresee this would be a potential eventuality? In the entire genre, the entire history of video games, never did I expect a shutdown for Fate Grand Order. Although it's a little bit different to what you might have anticipated. Now, I'm not necessarily the biggest Fate Grand Order fan. I enjoyed the game. I love the Fate Stay Night, the Fate Zero anime series. I dabbled a little bit in the visual novels, but Fate Grand Order as a game, I played at the beginning of my gacha journey. I just felt like it was very expansive. There was, I think, more lore, more story in that game than any other game, any other intellectual property that I'd ever encountered in my, I don't know, decades worth of playing video games. And with that in mind, I just didn't have the time or the patience when starting my gacha journey to really delve or invest too much into it. I guess that's a bit of fault of my own, because the community is very passionate. They love the game, and they love the Fate Grand Order game that's also shutting down. Now, you probably looked at this image, probably looked at the image in the thumbnail, and you thought to yourself, no way! Fate Grand Order, one of the biggest franchises, one of the biggest intellectual properties, the biggest gacha games in the history of gacha, is shutting down. Notice end of operation. Thank you for using Fate Grand Order Arcade. The management team will inform you about future operations. The game will officially cease operations on Monday, March 30th, 2026. Now, I didn't even know that Fate Grand Order Arcade existed. I didn't even know this was a video game. I mean, looking at the images, it's a beautiful looking game. Like, the artwork is beautiful, but it's a Fate game, so it makes sense. And then, apparently, this is a series of games that have real physical arcades that you put coins into. Looks like it costs 100 yen. The gameplay itself, actually, and I know this might upset some Fate Grand Order players that love the gacha game. And don't get me wrong, like I'll state again, the gacha game itself does, you know, it is a fun game, but I think the gameplay itself of Fate Grand Order Arcade actually looks better than Fate Grand Order. I love the full 3D character models. I love how the graphics just look better and feel better. And like, not every game needs to be three-dimensional. You have plenty of 2D games, plenty of little chibi games, plenty of anime games that are not 3D at all, that are really, really good. And like, Fate Grand Order is one of those games, but this game, the Fate Grand Order franchise, could receive an upgrade, like a visual upgrade like this. Maybe they could make a sequel to Fate Grand Order 2, or another Fate, you know, title. And with the funding that they have, the storytelling potential, the talent that the studio possesses, they could make arguably the best gacha game, especially gacha game based on an already existing intellectual property, of all time. And like, they have so many characters to pull from. They have so many different stories that they can pull from. This is an endless stream of content, and another huge, oh my god, another huge moneymaker for them. The characters here look, oh my god, I don't know if you can see that. Now you can. The characters actually genuinely look really good. Like, I mean, they're far from perfect, but they look really good for a Fate game. Especially when you look at Fate Grand Order, the current Fate Grand Order gacha game. Like, and again, like, Fate Grand Order looks good. It just doesn't look as good. I think everyone that plays it knows it, and I'm sure that a lot of people would love to get a fully 3D version of the game at some point. You don't need to shut down Fate Grand Order. You can keep Fate Grand Order running and then have a secondary Fate game running concurrently with it. On Monday, March 30th, 2026, all modes are going to be unavailable after the end of the operation date and time. The removal of the cabinets will be carried out sequentially. You know, there are going to be people in the streets, right, that are like saluting the death of Fate Grand Order Arcade. And I get it. Like, this is probably like the death of a legend for them. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. This is a game, or an arcade game, that has existed for so long that like a lot of these people probably grew up with this game. And as this differs depending on the story, it may become unavailable to play earlier than the end of operation date and time. So could shut down earlier than March 30th. The Chaldea Web My Room beta version will also end on the same day at the same time. The extra costume tickets can be purchased until midnight on Saturday, February 28th, 2026. That's later this month. The Spirit costume shop will be available until the end of the operation. And that's it. Launched on July 26, 2018. Oh my God. What was it? You know what? When did Fate Grand Order release? Let's see. Release date 2015. So 3 years after Fate Grand Order, the gacha game, launched, they launched the arcade version. Thanks to all of our gamers, we've been able to continue operating for over 7 years. It's actually crazy. We'd like to express our sincere gratitude to all of you. We hope you enjoy the content that's unique to arcade, such as the appearance of original servants, distribution of physical cards, PvP battles, and tournaments. As a bit of a surprise, we're also planning a collaboration event with Sega. They're planning a collab for Sega in March, and the game shuts down in March. I mean, they're gonna milk every cent they can. I mean, you go for it. You go for it. Oh, the operation of Fate Grand Order Arcade will end. We hope that there will be other initiatives like the above collaboration event. We hope you'll continue to enjoy Fate Grand Order Arcade until the end of operation. Evidently, that's a really sad day for Japanese gacha gamers, Japanese arcade gamers, Japanese fans of the entire Fate intellectual property. But at the same time, I genuinely think that Fate Grand Order, or the Fate intellectual property, could actually create an even bigger, even better game. It could be a console game, it could be a mobile game, a gacha game, whatever. I just think they have the talent, and they have the pool of characters, they have the number of stories that they could very easily achieve this. I genuinely have no doubt in my mind that if they actually take the time to do this, they could rival the likes of any gacha game that exists right now. They just need to do it. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.